I'm Victoria Glover in Liverpool city centre for a special edition of Behind the Headlines. Here on these streets, what started as a triumphant title parade for thousands upon thousands of football fans descended into a terrifying ordeal that will leave a scar on this proud city for many years to come. As the investigation into what happened just a day ago continues, we're piecing together how a day full of joy and celebration ended with dozens injured and a city in shock.
On your radio.
On Rayo.
And your smart speaker.
Play Hits Radio Liverpool.
The top stories this hour: more than 500,000 people will pack into Liverpool later to watch their Premier League champions go on a bus parade. It all gets underway from around 2:30, but the atmosphere will certainly ramp up well before then. Our reporter Harry Booth will be amongst it.
Liverpool lifted the Premier League trophy in front of a raucous Anfield crowd yesterday, and now they'll parade it through the streets of this city. It all begins at Allerton Maze and will run for 10 miles to the Strand.
Oh, it's going to be unbelievable. It'll be like never before. No one would have ever seen it. No fans anyway.
Hundreds of thousands of us. Hundreds of thousands. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. We just can't wait for it, you know.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Liam Arrowsmith on the Strand, where right now the Premier League champions Liverpool are driving past fans who've waited hours for their arrival here.
There's no other city in the world that can turn out the amount of people that are coming out tonight.
This is going to be making up for 2020 and 25 as well, all in one.
Last time when it was COVID, and before that it was 30 odd years ago, so it means a lot.
I love Liverpool.
Been waiting for this day for so long.
Just before the bus came down the road, the sky filled with red smoke. People are stood on rooftops, there's fireworks going off everywhere. Choruses of You'll Never Walk Alone ringing around all day. Our reporter Harry Booth is right in the thick of it for us.
The rain is lashing down, but it's certainly not dampening spirits down here as fans wait patiently for their heroes to arrive with the Premier League trophy. It's that busy down here that police have blocked several side roads off, but loads of people are still determined to wait from a distance to catch a glimpse of the players when they come past. Talk to us about today and being here still.
Oh, it's a fantastic atmosphere that we've heard the 750,000 fans lining the streets of Liverpool, and the vast majority are here right now.
Thanks, Harry. Well, an estimated 500,000 people are in the city to celebrate Liverpool's title. You can feel the energy, and I'm sure the Strand below me is going to turn into a huge party tonight.
Our top story this hour is some breaking news. Emergency services are responding to an incident which happened during Liverpool's Premier League title parade. Police have confirmed a man has been arrested over reports a car collided with a number of pedestrians in Water Street in Liverpool city centre just after 6 o'clock this evening. The car involved stopped at the scene where emergency services remain.
I'm just stood at the edge of the cordon on the Strand at the bottom of Water Street, where there's a large emergency services presence right now. Lots of police tape up, lots of officers here, flashing blue lights on all of the vehicles as well. Now, in the distance, I can just see a silver Mercedes that's on the pavement. It seems that it's got its boot open. There are reports a man's been detained here, but we don't know many details of the incident just yet.
Top story tonight is the latest from Liverpool, where a car's hit a number of pedestrians during the team's victory parade in the city centre. Tens of thousands lined the streets to celebrate the team being crowned Premier League champions. Merseyside police say a 53-year-old local man has been arrested. Harry Rashid from Solihull was in Liverpool with his family watching the parade and saw what happened in Water Street.
We saw lots of people injured. It was very distressing to see all that. My daughters were with me, they started crying, and we just tried to get out of there as soon as possible.
Eyewitness Chelsea Ewan says she narrowly escaped being seriously injured.
People had just been hit, and then as it was coming towards us, the people had been hit at the top of the road, and then as we were walking past the car, after it missed us, got people at the end. We missed the last big part.
Our reporter Liam Arrowsmith has been at the scene and sent us this earlier.
Now, we know this would have happened just after Liverpool's title bus came through. There were hundreds of thousands of people in the area at the time. At the moment, I can just see ambulances with their blue lights on. I've seen people going past on stretchers, and it looks like a restaurant has been set up as some sort of recovery centre.
It was a devastating end to what was a really big celebration. I got to watch my team right outside the Liver building, and within 10-15 minutes everything had completely changed. It was like the air getting sucked out of a room, and I can't even begin to describe the panic, but also the anger and just sheer frustration about what had happened from people. They were concerned but furious.
Good evening. I'm Assistant Chief Constable Jenny Sims from Merseyside Police. Firstly, my thoughts are with all those injured in tonight's horrific incident, their family and friends, and all of those affected by the terrible tragedy that has taken place today. This had been a joyous day in Liverpool, with hundreds of thousands of people lining the streets to celebrate Liverpool Football Club's victory parade. Sadly, at 6 o'clock this evening, as the parade was drawing to a close, we received reports that a car had been in a collision with a number of pedestrians on Water Street in Liverpool city centre. A number of people have been injured and were taken to hospital.
Sadly, 4 of the injured were children who were enjoying the day with their friends and their families. 27 patients in total were taken to hospital by ambulance, and we believe 2 of those, including one of the children, have sustained serious injuries.
On arrival, the crews were met with numerous injured people and 4 persons trapped under a vehicle. Our crews rapidly lifted the vehicle, removed 3 adults and 1 child from beneath, and passed them to our ambulance service colleagues.
It's eerily quiet here this morning, but a cordon remains in place with 6 police cars and officers dotted all along the road into the distance. The scene in front of me is a stark reminder of the horror that unfolded here last night. It was just after 6 o'clock yesterday as thousands of jubilant Liverpool fans were walking down this road from the Strand after watching their heroes parade their Premier League trophy.
And understandably, questions are being asked about why a car was on this street in the first place. Here's Liverpool's Metro Mayor Steve Rotheram.
I get why people are asking the question, because it's a question that obviously I've asked, and what we'll have to do is to wait for the police to conclude their investigation, and then at a stage when they feel that that has been done, they will release either a statement or have a press conference which will highlight all of the information and the facts.
It is believed the driver of the Ford Galaxy car involved in this incident was able to follow an ambulance onto Water Street after the roadblock was temporarily lifted, so that the ambulance crew could attend to a member of the public who was having a suspected heart attack. There was no intelligence to suggest an incident of this nature would take place. The incident is not being treated as terrorism.
Well, the cordon is expected to remain in place here on Water Street as police piece together the full picture of what happened and why.
In the last hour, the Prime Minister has also been talking about the shocking scenes that unfolded yesterday. Here's Sir Keir Starmer.
My thoughts and the thoughts of the whole country are with all of those that are affected, those injured, which of course includes children, their families, their friends, the whole community, Liverpool fans everywhere. And Liverpool stands together, and the whole country stands with Liverpool.
Jurgen Klopp has also released a statement saying he and his family are shocked and devastated, and his thoughts are with all those injured and affected. Sir Kenny Dalglish says our anthem has never felt more appropriate. You'll never walk alone.
Amidst everything, we saw on social media people offering lifts to people who were stuck, going to people as far as Manchester saying, "Oh, come over for an hour." In the midst of what would ultimately have been such an awful event for this city, to see people step up in that way as mayor of the city, what does that mean to you to have seen that?
Well, look, we know social media can be a cesspit, but also it does have its positives, and we saw some of those positives. And what we saw was the true spirit of Liverpudlians, and from people from wide, from the whole city region and from much wider afield, who also through their generosity of spirit, offered their support in any way that they could. And it might be just small gestures, but all of those things really, I suppose, indicate the true humanity of these people. This is about people whose generosity of spirit is the real Liverpool story.